What up to everybody in the podverse and all those sleeping in the cloud? Welcome to the Blacklog, where we talk black about TV, film, music, and sometimes we just digress into weird conversations and always drink tea, which is recommended by 3 or 4 cardiologists. I hold this tumbler, because I like to say tumbler, St. Augustine High School logo, because a week ago, the Purple Knights won their 9th Louisiana State Basketball Championship. Coming back from a 17-9, being down 17-9 at halftime. Don't explain to me why both teams could not break 20. But again, they came back down from 17-9 against St. Thomas More to win 55-45 and again win their 9th state championship. Congratulations to Wade Mason, head coach, player on the 1995 St. Augustine State Champion and National Champion team, and the rest of the Purple Knights, and everybody, and the village at 2600 for this championship. Yep. Yeah, so, Rise Sons, number 9.
2600.
Let's go. Let's see if we can find 10 next year. Because there are not many seniors. We coming. Before we start, got an issue. I don't know if it's an issue. It's just something.
Let me give it. Let the people know where we are, where to find us, and to give you a little more excitement. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, like, and share. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, please give us a 5-star rating. And if you don't think we deserve a 5-star rating, keep it there anyway. And big shout out to E. Tiffany Custom Creations, found at etiffanycreations.com. You can find anything there.
For all your apparel needs.
There you go.
Bruce Bailey in the morning. Tell us, Bruce. Tell us, Bruce. Bruce Bailey in the morning. Tell me how you feel, Bruce. Yeah, I was bothered by something that everybody might say that's pretty stupid, Rob, but I don't think it's stupid. I'm going to say it. The Smash Burger. I watch so many people on Instagram and social media in general talk about how their Smash Burgers are the best, and then they show you them smashing raw meat into a very thin patty, and then seasoning up, and then laying a slice of, I don't know, unadulterated cheese from the Swiss Alps on it. And they say our smash burger is better. And I gotta ask one question: is a smash burger a smash burger, or is it a cheeseburger that we just celebrate too damn much? Because I don't get it. Like when I first said, you gotta have a smash burger, and I said, that's a cheeseburger. That's all.
I had a smash burger from a place called Smash Burger, and
I think they seem to all be called Smash Burger.
I have not been back.
They all seem to be South Carolina.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this though. I don't give I don't like advertising other people's stuff, but hey, let me tell you something. I don't care what they call it. Five Guys. I don't know what kind of a burger it is. I know one thing. It's a good burger.
We are not endorsed by the Five Guys Corporation, but if they'd like to endorse us, hell, I would talk about them every week. Continue.
They put a lot of French fries in that bag too, bro. They put a lot of French fries in the bag, bro.
Stop. Hey, man, I just had to say that. The burger thing I was like, it's a smash burger. It's a cheeseburger that you're very excited about. Maybe that's what...
I totally get it. I never understood. I mean, if you're gonna who smashes it more, and it's always funny. Everybody who does their own video, bro, they try to put on the black rubbery gloves now, bro. Everybody puts on the black gloves so they can cook their food in cleanliness. I guess it's like. Chill out, bro.
In cleanliness, I guess.
I mean, but what I'm saying is they're putting these black gloves on like they're professionals. Like, chill out. You just cooking on some food.
Like they're on the bear. Chef. Yeah. Yes, chef.
Hey, if y'all ever see me cooking online, I'm just cooking. I'm not a professional at all.
I heard that. As you know, like I say, We are the Black Law. We digress into conversations like that. But our main focus here is we talk about TV, film, and music. And we're talking, as I said many times before, about, 5 episodes before, we're talking about the second season of Different World, the Debbie Allen beginning. We're talking about episode 6. If You Like Pilgrim Coladas, kind of a play on the title of a song called If You Like Pina Coladas, a song by Rupert Holmes.
Pina
Coladas.
Yeah, I remember that.
Getting caught in the rain. It was a hit. You know what I mean? Rupert got residual checks coming on that thing. Of course, doing with the Pilgrims of Thanksgiving theme, written by Marjorie Peters, who would write on The Facts of Life, and The Facts of Life goes to Paris.
Oh.
One day at a time, a different world. How about
the
that?
inevitable 80s sitcom that goes to a foreign land or goes to New York City. Facts of Life ends up in New York City.
Oh, you mean Hawaii when the show is like, it's over. It's over. They're going to Hawaii. It's over. You still going to Hawaii? It's over.
Sanford and Son goes to Hawaii.
Man, they did that for that was a month. That was a month of show. They did a 4-part. They would never do
I am so happy that I was not alive to have to go through week by week of the Sanford and Son goes to Hawaii, bro.
Lo and behold, you were 2 years old. You don't remember it. You don't remember it, but you were alive.
Gladly.
You didn't see it. You were alive, I promise you.
Remember the Jeffersons?
They went for about 6 weeks, didn't they?
I remember the Jeffersons went. It freaked me out because at the end of the episode, because I think it was only 2 parts. At the end of the episode, they were on like one of those. I don't think they're surfboards. They might be boogie boards. But all of a sudden, it was the evenings. The evening sun was coming. The sun was coming down. It was evening.
And we said,
and across the water, and the board was flipped over. And you didn't see any people. You were like, oh my gosh, did George die? Is Tom going to be back? Let's find out next week on The Jeffersons. The Jeffersons go to Hawaii.
Oh, Helen. What? Oh, Helen. What? My George. Did my George drown? Oh,
weren't
God.
Weren't they like 40 years apart or some ridiculousness, bro?
About 27 years. But I mean, that was the same thing with Good Times and John Amos and Esther Rowe. Like it's, it is Thanksgiving. We open it. I forgot, and it's directed by Debbie Allen.
Debbie.
We're in the pit. It is Thanksgiving. The holidays are upon us. Sinbad is talking to Mr. Gaines about how many people gonna be how many boys are gonna be left in his dorm for the upcoming Thanksgiving holiday as Mr. Gaines makes his menu to feed the kids. Mr. Gaines wants to know Sinbad's not really sure. Got a rough idea of the number of Mr. Gaines says, I need to know how many boys gonna be who I'm cooking for. He is not having it. And then Sinbad says something about one of them maybe having the flu. He said, oh, Lord, send them down to student health. What is wrong with you? Bring them on. You don't know their numbers. You got sick kids. It's just annoying. Then Jaleesa comes in with the same to give the same information, and she really she has basically the same information. And he says, well, I think about maybe 5 or 6. Oh, okay. And Mr. Gaines is just suddenly this just sweet old man. Oh, I'll work around.
Bring him in. I'll give him my turkey noodle soup. That's how he said it, bro.
That is.
I'll give him some of my famous turkey noodle soup.
You know what? I'm not going to lie to you. Early years, when he did that, I thought he was trying going a little. The man made me laugh, but when he did, and please do not do that again. You've done that.
We got turkey noodle soup. That's how he said it, bro. That's
Stop.
how he said it.
I know. That's why I'm telling you. Stop. I know. Oh my God. Um, God rest his soul. God rest Lou my soul. He wasn't still a go-to guy. He was just a go-to guy. Um, Mr. Gaines learns. Jaleesa's like happily say, "Oh, okay." And she leaves out, and Sinbad's like, "Well, hold on. You know what? What's up with that?" And it's like, basically she's a woman and you not. That's all it comes down to. But Mr. Gaines learns that Sinbad is driving Jaleesa home for the holidays. And he also learns, so you driving her.
She's driving her to be with her old man.
He's like, you stupid. That's
basically what he's saying. Like,
but are you crazy? He said, driving the woman you love to another man in your own car. I hope he pays for the gas. But Sinbad rocks it and says, "You don't even understand, man. This is the plan. I'm gonna take a long, long drive.
it'd been funny if he had said, "You may need some of my turkey noodle soup when you're done."
I told you need to stop. You gotta stop that." He said, "I'm gonna take a long drive, man. After 6 hours, Jaleesa will be mine. After 6 hours in the car, you gonna stink." Dwayne rushes in for the holidays. Please, Walter, the guy who was supposed to drive him home to New York for the holidays is sick or whatever, and he can't drive whatever. Could you please give me a ride to New York? And he's like, "Nah, I ain't got nothing to do with that. That ain't no help. Ain't no help there." And he say, "Please, Walter, I got a date with, this is the most good times joke ever. Big Butt Brenda from the Bronx."
Oh yes, bro. They definitely took that from. They definitely dug into the good times vault for that one.
You see, I think we need we're going to use a little alliteration right now, or a lot of it. Big Butt Brenda from the Bronx. I was like, oh, do not do that. But he said, "Nah, you ain't riding with me, partner." But he gave him a couple of bucks. Here you go. You get the bus.
He really did. He gave him. He's like, "Hey, go get a bus, bro."
Yeah, ain't no space in this car. He go to Jaleesa and Freddie's room, and Jaleesa is packing, and Freddie returns. A sad, solemn Freddie returns because she was flying standby. New Mexico, standby. The Thanksgiving holidays. Did you really expect to get out? Did you really expect to get out?
Hey, man.
That is so. You so freshman. How freshman are you? You thought you was gonna get home for Thanksgiving on a standby ticket. What you gonna do is you gonna stand by and watch that plane go away. What you gonna do?
24-hour lollipop, all day sucker.
But Jaleesa then invites Freddie to New Jersey. She says, No, it's my fault. I messed up. And she tempts her with good food and
a chance
to see Eric.
That's all she needed.
And she was down. But I gotta ask a question. Have you ever been tempted by someone tried to tempt you with their food and then it sucks? Because I was thinking, like, Jaleesa, is the food really that good at Thanksgiving at your house? Because it's just a natural feel. Everybody thinks that the food is gonna be great at Thanksgiving.
Honestly, you go to that calf long enough. I didn't eat potato salad until I got to college. I was never a potato salad person until I got to college. And I went over. Never.
You never ate.
I don't know how you never know that. Like, I never.
You never ate Mama Lita's potato salad.
Never.
You never ate potato salad at the house.
No. Never liked how it looked. Never looked like. It was not until I got to Howard and I went visited Damon Smith's family, they had moved out to Baltimore, and I went over there, and I hadn't had a home cooked meal, bruh. That potato salad was like, man, this is what I've been missing all my life. And hence why I am now making potato salad at every
Lena, Lena,
holiday.
Lena Jones, I apologize to you for this.
I just never liked potato salad.
Your
Like,
great grandson.
I never wanted to touch it though. I literally never wanted to touch it.
Oh my God! You never ate potato salad until you went to Damon Smith's house. New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, it was New Orleans people though, but still, bruh, when you go into that cave long enough, you start to learn, like, you know what, things that I did not like back in the day, I think I like it. How'd your face get so much closer?
I step closer.
Oh,
The things we learned at the Blacklog. The things we learned. Damn.
you kind of scared me, bro, when you just appeared.
Just kind of,
Like,
damn. The things we learned at the Blacklog. He never had potato salad until he was in what? In Baltimore. Not even D.C. He was in Baltimore. At least it was somebody from New Orleans.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
At least it was somebody from New Orleans.
Yeah,
Oh my God. That is a discovery. We moved to Gilbert Hall. We found proudly sending people off, folks, to let them know have a good holiday because she has been given the responsibility of looking over Gilbert Hall while all is gone and all its residents. That being one, Kim Reese. It's not like 'cause everybody's leaving. She is basically alone. Her and Kim are all that's left in the dormitory. Pearl Taylor comes over. He's heard that Whitley's been left in charge of the dorm, and he walks in with his hat under his